Welcome back to DriveWire. Hey, guess what? I'm back in the co-host seat.
What's up, Crawford?
Hey, I'm not too bad.
That was like down to the wire. You got in right on time.
Right last
That was
minute,
literally like you sit down, 5, 4, 3. That was crazy. So welcome. Hopefully you're relaxed. I know you just got out of traffic and all that stuff. So
Definitely.
Could I just pull the mic a little closer if just want to hear it.
She's all good. She's all good. So you
Perfect.
got Carter, you got Crawford, you got O'Neill, you got Annie. Welcome.
Thank you.
We have a power couple in-house.
It's a power couple, yes.
You guys owning separate businesses. I'm interested in like how that affects the life at home, because usually business owners are like, is there even a life at home at all?
Don't ask her. She'll say no. Ask me. I'll lie to you guys.
Okay. Hit us up, O'Neill.
I'll lie a little bit.
Yeah, no, they're all the time. No, never not home.
Yeah.
It's definitely not easy to combine family and business, especially that I have a 10 years old.
Oh, wow.
Involved in the whole thing.
In the whole process as well.
Wow.
So definitely it's you need to be structured, because business and family is nothing easy to manage. No. But we actually were able to manage.
Doing okay.
Have input on that one?
We're doing good. Like, I'm gone most of the day from Monday to Friday, 15-hour days on the road, and I'm just glad I have someone that can understand the amount of work that you got to put in, because if you're not going to work, there's no food on the table, and she understands that. She goes through the same thing. But I work 45 minutes away from home.
Right.
So I'm not able to stop at home and say, hi, guys.
Can't pop in between, kind of.
So once I'm gone for the day, I'm gone for the day. I leave at 6:30. I get back home at 10.
Right.
Wow.
That's crazy.
So I've been in business for 3 years in Hamilton, and he's been in business for a little over a year. Almost a year.
So tell us, tell us both, because you guys have two different companies. So tell us about your company. Yours.
Yeah. So I own a beauty bar. So hair salon. We do Botox and fillers and all the beauty stuff.
All the beauty salon stuff.
And O'Neill, you're into.
I'm the owner of No Limits Training. We do corporate training. We do boot camps, one-on-one, online coaching. Basically, we sell results. That's
selling results.
Make you look damn good.
And you both started from a home.
That's what I was getting at. So I've been 3 years in business. He's a little bit less, under a year. Yeah. So because I understand what it took for me to get where I am right now, I'm allowing him to just be on the road and be at work most of the time, and I'm not the one that's calling it. Are you home soon?
Yeah. When will you be
sometimes,
home?
Sometimes you do that.
Sometimes I do, because you know what?
You're just curious.
If I say I'm getting home at 7 and it's like 7:01, where are you?
Where are you at?
7:01, where are you at?
At the end of the day, I do understand what it takes, so I'm not going to be bugging him all day and...
You don't nag. That's
exactly.
Sure.
Still building that foundation of the building, doing the work to get the payoff of that free time later.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
that's
we're
all it
trying.
is, brother. Yeah, right.
It's on its way.
You gotta work when
sure.
you're young. Right?
I agree with that. That's my philosophy. Aside from today, frankly, is a little bit under the weather, but most days I'm trying to go 7 days a week when I can. I'll go to work, whether it's here, whether it's the actual day job. It's like I see it. Look, if I can work a lot harder than other people now, maybe I can work a lot less hard than other people later.
Yes. Back end.
I don't know.
Work on the beach in Jamaica.
Not to forget that it is still the time to live now.
Yeah.
And not only when you've been successful.
Important.
Yeah.
Because
really important.
Once you're going to be 50, 60, 70 years old, sure, okay, now I'm successful. Now I have money to spend. Are you going to be as active as when you were 20, 30, 40?
It's just, you can't ever live on the back burner. You gotta you gotta enjoy. It's all about that time management as well. You gotta, maybe do 75% work and 25% play now, and then maybe ease it down to 70% or 30.
I think Annie's right, and I agree with you. And one of the things that I do enjoy is just putting in the work. Like, nothing makes me feel better than a day where I come home and I'm like, I kicked ass today. You know what I mean? But
also, if you do something that you love, you don't really feel like you're at work.
Exactly.
You're just on a mission.
Big time.
Yeah. It's not work. Work
is on a mission. Yeah. What is your mission?
My mission would be to open up multiple other locations in the GTA. I'm originally from Montreal. As you could hear, my accent. I'm French.
I didn't notice.
Bienvenue. Welcome.
Merci. So, yeah, my mission would be to open up multiple other locations, but that's going to take time because I'm still trying to
establishing that brand, establishing everything.
I'm established, but I'm going on mat leave, so that's taking a toll on me, right? It's to trust your staff. It's to make sure that the inventory is available for everyone. It's to trust, and it's really hard to trust people when you're not at the store,
when you're not there,
when you're not physically there.
So
right?
Are you like doing your best, or have been since you became pregnant? Congratulations! But are you trying to like replace yourself for the time that you're?
Yes, and one mistake I've made in the past that I'm learning now is I was not able to delegate as much as I am doing now. My main goal when I opened this place was to just operate the business. And I ended up being the person that was doing the main work.
Doing everything.
The money maker.
I was the money maker. And then I only realized that not too long ago that I had to delegate. And I had to learn how to retract myself. And by doing so, I'm realizing that, yes, I am planning my retirement plan by doing so. Because just being on hands-on, it's good. Yeah, you're making the money, but then you will always have to be on location.
Yeah, you're always there. And if you're not there, then it falls apart. And you got to be there to run it.
And I think to be successful, you got to have a strategy.
Yep.
And the strategy is you have to be behind the scene most of the time. It's okay to be there, but not every day. Yeah.
And then the people that are there, the faith and the confidence that you have, and then it's like being the back end and having that confident staff that is in that foreground.
Exactly, and that's not only for a hair salon. It's also for O'Neill that has a personal training business. I strongly recommend that he one day will be retracting himself and having his team on the road, and you can continue. I'm the only one talking.
Well, you know what? I love my job so much that I'll never be 100% back end because I love the training aspect.
You love being there. You love being the front end.
I like to get in people's head and really be able to push them beyond a point that nobody's been able to do before, even themselves. Right? So I like that a lot.
I'm wondering. Sorry, Carl.
No, go ahead.
I'm wondering, like, so that's really interesting, and I think that's 100% true because I've heard other people say there's a big difference between being an owner of a business and being the operator of a business, and that's what Annie's getting at. I think that's super true. And you're like, I love to get in people's minds and push them and drive them, and I wonder if in time you'll find that you actually enjoy mentoring trainers more than you like. Yeah, you know what I mean? And you get in their heads and you push them harder, and then you help like hundreds of clients through the the molding of better trainers through it. I was just hearing that and I'm like, oh, I wonder if that'll play out.
Oh yeah, I love that. And that's new to me because I've had my employee for 4, 5 months, 6 months,
it's recent.
Maybe November, I think November of last year.
Nice.
So it's my first time kind of being a mentor to somebody, and he's only 2-3 years older than me, but like I teach him so much and he's very grateful to me, and I'm happy that I've been able to find someone that's loyal.
Shout out to
Zunier, my boy.
What's up, Zunier? Hey, thanks for listening. If you're listening, man.
And it is one of those. It's one of those things, right? Because being that image in somebody's head of motivation is the people that look to you, and then also being able to train those people to then maybe even promote you to the other people they're training.
Exactly.
And then it's just a continuous loop of everyone's looking at, just like this guy's. He's the motivator. He's the guy that's making me do more.
The question is always, what's the end goal?
Yeah.
The goal, not gold.
Well, the end goal is the gold, right? Yeah, that's what I wanted. The end goal there.
I think the end goal is gold.
Yeah. But that is what is your end goal, right? That's what are you looking to achieve out of this?
So for us as a couple, the goal is to have a plan to be able to eventually retire, so we can enjoy life. Not that we don't enjoy life.
No, not that you are enjoying.
I don't think I'm gonna retire though.
It's not.
I don't think I'm gonna retire.
I'm with you, yeah.
Because you're gonna get old real fast and bored real fast. People die after retiring fast, man.
See, my dad just retired, so I'm really hoping that
3 years, yeah.
Unless it's messed up. If you don't find something you love, you gotta stay with the thing you love. Once you're in it.
When I say retirement, doesn't mean I'm staying home and I don't do anything. I will still own all my businesses. I will still be
Operating
a
backhand.
supporter. I will still be on the road going in to see Jessica and Shannon and this girl and that girl. But will I be physically working? That is not my goal. No. And you know what? I want to be able to maybe sell one of my salons to Jessica, to Shannon. And so they branch. So maybe I'm going to be a franchise. Who knows?
Yeah.
I'm thinking about a lot of things, but I also want my partner to be,
Right
you know,
there,
I
Not
have
in
to,
the gym 24/7.
I have to kick him in the butt, you know, just to be explaining to him a little further that, you know, it's good what you're doing. He's a great supporter, a great mentor and everything, but he has a baby on the way and there's other stuff that we want to do. So hopefully that
It's
we
just
can.
the balance is what we're trying to find.
Yes.
That's all it is.
Finding that
Even when you're
balance.
retired, you got to find the balance, right?
Yeah.
Because like we just said, the statistics show 3 years, you said?
Yeah, after you retire.
That's sad, man.
That's-
But-
it's
Imagine
too
working
short.
your whole life just to die.
To die in 3 years, man.
Right.
I
Or
worked
like,
at
Came
the-
and spend your money.
Yeah.
and working your whole life at something you don't like
Yeah.
just to die.
Oh,
That's the
man.
one that gets me because I'm
That's
cool working my
bothersome.
whole life to die if I really
If I
love the
loved
thing
it.
that like
You're
just
dying the
stay.
whole time, man.
Exactly,
Your
right?
whole life you're dying.
You're
That's
dying
it.
every day, man.
That's it. And on that note, all right, everyone
So
out
this-
there, you're
this
dying.
segment's
Sorry to
dying.
tell
We're
you,
going-
that's what
we're
it
going
is.
to break.
Okay, we're gonna come back. I want to talk about the responsibility and how to find the right employee and the responsibility of having one because it's different. It's like a big thing. Okay, we're going to The Rain by Words Like Wildfire, a new single by
song.
them. We're also going to Girls by Courage My Love. Check it out on DriveWire, CFRE, Carter Crawford, O'Neill, and Annie.
Welcome back to
Like-
CFRE
like-
DriveWire Radio.
You build up the confidence, and then you pop on for an online game, and you
And
just
it's gone.
as soon as you're on, and then you're like, maybe I'm not that good. You
No
go back.
scope. No
It's a
scope.
10-year-old on the other side of the freaking video game.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. he's-
Man, go
Dude,
to
who
bed.
am I versing? Man, I'm just playing like in the International Video Game World Championship next week. You're like,
Yeah, these guys
We
are
got to
making
get someone like
serious
that
money,
for
man.
a
These
guest.
guys are making serious
That's
money.
what I'm talking about.
esports, man.
Serious.
Making
Esports
money
is
on art.
Money, dude. There's actually I did a podcast, shout out Crawford Tell's podcast last year, and the guys that I interviewed actually were helping organize. Give
Give me the Morgans.
they were organizing like an esports championship, and they said the money that gets put into these, University of Windsor was building a new esports stadium.
Wow.
Like millions of dollars getting put into
That's
these
crazy.
places. It's nuts.
In the
It's nuts,
university?
man. Yeah, university.
And they're
and,
teaching a course on that? Or?
Yep.
Wow.
And the same University of Guelph, I believe, has one, and then someone in they're out there. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. that's-
Welcome
I
back to
love
DriveWire Radio. You got
yeah.
Carter, you got Crawford, you got O'Neill, you got Annie. I want to talk to you guys about hiring the first couple employees. I know you have one. O'Neill has one. Annie has a few.
We're about 8 people.
Eight
Eight
people.
Yeah.
One rotten apple spoils a bunch, right?
And then
So it's-
contaminates the other ones too.
It's important to hire the right people, but I feel like it's extra important not to hire the wrong people.
Oh,
yeah.
And I don't know, like I haven't had to hire anybody yet. But have you had any experiences where?
Oh, yeah.
And I don't want to name names.
No
bad
names,
mouthing.
but experiences.
I
like,
almost said their name out loud.
What do you? like? Oh yeah,
I hate that bitch.
I hate that bitch. So how do you go about dealing with
How do you
that?
avoid it? Yeah, how
Yeah.
do you avoid it?
It's hard to avoid because they don't always show their true colors.
We all have
first.
disguises, right? Everyone's kind of wears a mask when they don't want to be seen.
They always look very sharp because number one, it's the beauty industry, but that cover can
cover
be
up.
really the mask when it goes off. No, it's hard. How to figure that
Do you
out?
recommend like multiple interviews, like more than one time? You sit down with them to see if like characteristics come
One
out.
is
Or
usually virtual, which is
Creeping the
through
online
my
profiles.
phone,
okay.
asking a few questions, and then it would be in person.
Okay.
For me, what I did was you have to do kind of let them train you, right? Because if you can't be a good trainer, like train somebody,
You're not gonna train the
yeah,
people
you can't
that
do it,
are
right? You can be good with
paying
your
to be
words, you
here.
can look good, you can train yourself good, but to teach someone else is a whole nother ball game. And I'm still learning, right? I'm still learning how to adapt to different levels and different styles. So with my trainer, I'm trying to, spread my knowledge to him and say, hey, you can't train everyone the same. Because let's say Amy is 200 pounds and never been in the gym, you can't kill her on her first day, right?
No, she'll
And
be.
I've
she
learned that lesson.
Wouldn't want to come
She
back.
doesn't come back. I learned
Yeah.
that lesson a few times, and then it just happened recently with him. So I said, buddy, you can't be doing that shit, man.
You
She can't walk for a week now. Like,
Yeah.
And then we're losing money because she's not coming in for her sessions.
Yeah.
Right? So
I heard a really interesting thing that fitness is a lot less about getting in a good workout as much as it is enjoying the fact that you're in the gym, because then you want to go back, and it's not this workout that's going to do it. It's working out over time that's going to...
This is why he's selling
I'm in the business of entertainment. That's what I'm in. Right? If I can't entertain my client, they're not going to want to hang out with me for an hour, 3 times a week.
You got to be
no
able to
matter how good of a trainer I am,
interesting.
if this person cannot be entertained, they will not want to train with you. I've seen bad trainers that are such good people persons.
People persons, yeah.
That they're able to get so many clients, but you're looking at the training, it's like, what is this?
What are you doing?
But they just love it and they're having a great time. I'm not preaching that's a good thing. I'm just saying entertainment.
Find a good person to train you bad. No.
It's also not to waste time. You're not training per session. He's selling packages, and it's nothing under 25 sessions because under 25 sessions how are you going to see results?
We were talking about that.
Yeah, we were talking about that before the show.
Oh,
it was the idea of when you're signing up for a package, you want to sign up. Oh, I'll do 5 packages or like 5 sessions, but you don't get anything accomplished in 5 sessions. No. You barely set like
you're putting
a routine
false hope in
in
your own mind. You're putting false hope, and
100%.
And you're only gonna be set up for disappointment because next week you're gonna be like, okay, I'm on my 5th session. How do I look? You look like shit.
You look like shit. You look like you did last week, man.
You look like shit. Like, come on. You're still learning your diet. I'm sorry. I told them to their face.
I mean, no, it's true though. That's
I'm a very honest person.
I think that honesty, like Andy, you're like saying like you can't say that, but
straight up,
but for real, I think I would go back to the trainer that's like
cuts me with the
you know what I
knife
mean?
and his blade
or
and
even if I
honest
did
medium, man,
weasel
exactly
you down to 3 sessions, for someone to be like, look, I'll take that, but you gotta know, like, you're gonna look exactly the same. You might feel a little better, you might see some higher energy, but you're really not gonna look like Arnold
any difference.
for a while.
I'll give you guys like a time frame of what I'll tell someone. Okay, in 4 weeks, you're gonna feel a hell of a lot better. You're gonna start to see noticeable differences, and your energy is gonna be through the roof. Whatever injuries you had are going to be feeling a lot better. Your joints are going to be nice. Whatever else like that is going to be feeling a lot better. In 3 months, you're going to look really different.
Yep.
In 6 months, you're going to be
whole new person
different.
almost. Yeah.
By a year, you're ready to go off on your own, and you've now got enough knowledge in the gym to even teach your friend or show your friend, hey, come work out with me. I can show you some things. I know about nutrition. I know about working out. Right? That's the time frame. Give yourself a year, right, to really get the basics down. Just like in school, you don't go to school for 3 months.
I thought you could learn to be a lawyer in 6 weeks.
Yeah,
that's what I thought. The way
that's a McDonald's friggin' diploma, man. Come on.
I'd say it was McDonald's University. My bad.
My first job
my bad,
was
dude.
at
My
McDonald's.
bad.
Really?
Hey, it's a good place to start though, because I will admit, if you look at the way they do things now, it's like they're really trying to get the young people that work there to move up into the management.
Yeah.
And now I'm not trying to say they're trying to kick them out after they get to management to go succeed in life, but I'm just saying they're showing them that if you work hard, you can work up.
Good
and
customer service experience.
Yeah.
Is the best.
And it's about learning that lesson that they're
Under
teaching you and
pressure.
applying it to your life. You know what I mean? Like you can work your way up and become the leader of the group and the top of the chain of
Team
business.
leader, right?
Team leader, exactly.
Like a mentor.
A mentor, yeah, exactly. Great position.
Sure. Do you feel like being under pressure is important to know for a business owner?
Yes.
Yeah?
Because you're under pressure every single day. Well, especially in the beauty industry, because the girls, they have expectations. They show you a picture. Well, this is what I want. This is what I'm going to look like.
See, does that, because I look in the mirror, I'm like, that's what I look like today. That's okay.
No, the girls are different, man.
Every
little detail.
Does that get like overwhelming at all when people come in with this just unachievable
Especially when they show
look?
you a wig and they want to have their hair like the wig, and you got to tell them, I'm sorry, this is a wig.
It's not possible, yeah.
This is going to take at least 5-6 sessions. And
so you broke some hearts in your days.
I try not to.
I try not to break your heart.
I am a very honest person.
Yeah.
We both seem
And
to
I
be,
believe that if we are not, it's going to be hard to succeed.
We're not trying to read books of lies in
And
life.
a lot of hairstylists will take any job.
Oh, yeah,
Next
I
time
could
she
do
comes
this.
back, the hair is fried.
Yeah.
The hair is
They would
destroyed.
say, oh, I could do this. Oh, yeah.
What happened with the girl with the extensions the other day?
Oh, gosh.
I think they,
Okay,
like, glued in her
quick,
extensions or
quick
something.
thing I
Quick
gotta
little side
say.
story.
Yeah.
I love that
Do
little
it.
side stories. Hey, every
So
every
there's
venture's
this
got
girl
side
that's
roads.
coming in and she wants to have a quote. No problem. We have to give a quote to the customers if they ask
If they
for a
ask for
quote.
one, yeah.
So she had hair extensions installed from another salon. And usually to remove the extensions would take 45 minutes to an hour. That girl took 5 hours.
That's a whole day
Because
almost.
we
Whole day.
suspect that they used a certain glue. Maybe it was for nails mixed with something
Not for
else.
hair.
And it was just stuck to the hair.
Oh, that
So the
sucks.
quote we had given to the girl for a 45
Wildly
minute to
off,
an hour
not
extension
even close.
became 5 hours, but we had to charge because I got to pay the girl that's removing the extensions.
Yeah.
So she came out with a big bill, but at the end of the day,
You did 5 hours of work on the individual. Like,
you
But
got
that hairstylist tricked the girl because why are you
Yeah.
putting glue in someone's hair?
yeah, I say that's almost an issue right back
So-
with that original
Yeah.
source
I'll
that needs
say-
to be
yeah,
dealt with.
Yeah, I'll say one thing. Sometimes it is cheaper to spend a little bit more money than paying cheaper, but then look what's happening.
Yeah.
Then you got to pay double, triple the price.
Yep.
So
So
the
this
job
whole
right.
show is about making money on art, and I've been thinking, how can I possibly, in order to have integrity, demonstrate that in my life?
Mm-hmm.
And right now, I sell windows, and I design windows on homes, and they
Mm-hmm.
look cool if I do say so myself. But exactly what you just said,
Oh, yeah.
like
Is why
instead
they're
of buying
pricey.
a really cheap window that doesn't necessarily look how you want, but also everyone knows isn't really gonna last that long.
7-10 years
Dude,
max, maybe.
literally, it's cheaper to spend double on something now if you have a guarantee it's going to last a certain amount of
For a
time, or if
time,
it's going to be
yeah.
done
Save you the
the
headache,
right
save you the
way,
time.
save the
Yeah.
headache, save you the time.
no issues in the future you're dealing
inevitably,
with.
like including like for windows, including doing them again, or for hair, having like not having to pay to get the glue taken out of your hair next time. Like it actually is cheaper to just do it the right way in the first place.
Yep.
Yeah.
you have to educate your customers.
Big
and
time.
that is what people are lacking.
Yeah, for sure.
People are just kind of sold on a 30-second story that they're just kind of like, oh, that's exactly what I want, and
People
it's
want to
cheap.
hear the price, but when you say the price, you got to say what it includes.
Show them the value of what they're
Yeah.
buying.
And that goes for both industries
Yeah,
here,
show
because
them
that was
Any-
a discussion
any
we had with the
industry.
sessions beforehand,
Yeah.
is that some people got scared off by the price or the commitment of long sessions, but
Mm-hmm.
you're like, look, again, as you said it, you're not going to get the results you
Yeah.
want with a freaking cheap session. You
Yeah.
need to commit
I
some money.
don't
to
even
get
give
a
out my
change.
prices online. I say, if you want to know my prices,
Contact
you got
for
to come
details.
in and I'll show you the value of what I'm worth. And then
Yeah.
we'll talk about the prices at the end.
You can't get sold at. You can't always be sold by services online just by reading a little sub paragraph or something. That it's like you're
I
meeting
want them
the
to meet
person.
who I
and-
am. You
Yep.
know what I mean? Or who Zunier is.
Yep.
Because we're good souls, so people can read that, right? Mm-hmm. So
It's a bit different in other industries.
Yeah.
People wants to know the
Yeah, of
price. They
course.
shop online.
They shop
They
online. Yeah.
compare. But depends what industry you're in.
And I say, and then selling also that price when the price is online also backs up by having photos, testimonies, and galleries
Yeah.
of actual people.
Yeah.
It's like two different businesses that have very similar things in different ways, but they also fit in the same kind of same like I guess it'd be like a graph.
yeah.
It's interesting. That's very
Get that.
interesting once you start breaking things down like that.
I love that adding value to the marketplace through educating your people thing. That's really smart. Do you guys ever use that for like your online strategy? Is that like what I've heard before, like law of reciprocation? If I do something for you, you're going to feel like you want to do something for me.
Almost owe it to
So
me. yeah.
maybe I have a no limits social media and I'm putting out, this is my nutrition tip for the week, or this is my little piece of education for you here, 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 and just write about, blog about, whatever, like thinking about out loud on social. Like, is that your strategy for engaging, or
I always do that.
yeah?
He has a newsletter.
Yeah. No, like I think he's talking about like giving out free information.
Just
kinda.
value, adding
almost
value,
like
because
almost a couple times a week.
And
doing
what
a
I've
30-second video.
seen-
This is my workout today.
Yeah,
like something
what
like
I've
that.
seen is like over time, like maybe I never actually see or have met you, but I'm somehow following No Limits or
Still
a mutual friend or
influencing
friends
his
are
life.
commenting.
Feeling like you know him.
And yeah,
Yeah.
because
You've
I've
been
seen
taught
it
by
work.
me without even knowing.
Exactly.
Dude,
It's
visioning
called-
me while
it's-
visioning you
Yeah.
while you're working
It's
out,
called
like
social
inspiring.
media.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
social media.
What I
yeah.
have-
Instagram.
What I have is I have a free ebook
Okay.
This ebook is 30 pages. This ebook cost me over $500 to make. And that's free for anybody who wants to access it. You just go to my website. There you go. That's yours.
What's your website?
www.trainwithnolimits.com.
Trainwithnolimits.com.
We also post free workouts. We have a free Q&A. We show people how to do exercises online. We do all that stuff because you know what? It's not hurting me to give out that information.
No, it almost incentivizes people.
I don't
right?
care. I don't mind to help people who can't afford training. I'm not in it to take money from people who can't afford it. I'm not going to be an ass, but I need the rich clients. I need clients who can afford the budget because it's not cheap. I'm not a cheap trainer, and training isn't cheap.
Yeah, and you offer the services
so
to back
for whoever
it up.
can't afford it, go look at my Instagram. You guys have all the information you need to do it on your own. But can you do it on your own?
That's
go
the
ahead.
Question. Yeah.
But it's there for you.
Yeah.
Right?
And you know what? And once they get started, like momentum, like once you're pushing a ball down a hill, like it tends to keep moving. So maybe someone does start on their own, and maybe someone does start with some push-ups or some sit-ups or whatever, and then eventually they're like, you know what? I just wish O'Neill was here.
They do.
When they're ready.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
And then they're coming to you.
They plateau. That's what happens. They plateau.
Yeah.
And they feel they can't progress without that extra help.
Bam.
Right?
Bam.
You just reached the clouds, the mount, my friend.
That's
you keep walking a little bit.
Let me bring you to heaven. Come over here.
Come over here. Awesome. I love that. Are you on the social as well for your site?
Yeah, I'm on Instagram and Facebook, and you guys can check me out at anniesbeautybar.inc. And same for the Facebook. It's
anniesbeautybar.inc.
Let me just
on the Insta.
.net.
.net.com. .org. .org. .au.
.inc. anniesbeautybar.inc.
I love that.
Is that the website?
No, it's Instagram.
Oh.
INC.
Yeah.
INC.
I love that, man. I love that. How much time we got? Do we have time for another question?
We got one more question, babe. We got one more question.
One more question. What do I want to ask you?
I'm thinking like so for obviously you're coming up on the 1 year anniversary. You're coming up on the 3.
Yeah.
Do you guys have what do you guys have planned for the 2020 year? It's a new decade, kind of a new start of a new just an exciting moon cycle as from all the crazy space heads. What's in there for the year? Exciting things ahead that you're able to share?
Things. Well, I mean, we're having more services at Annie's Beauty Bar.
Nice.
So you guys can check us out on Instagram again one more time.
Kind of get to see the new things that are going to be offering more incentives.
A lot of new services, especially because I'm leaving for mat leave. So it's going to be a lot of interesting promos for those who are looking for a trial of the services. We have always good pricing for the first-time client.
Yeah, and then you kind of you keep them on as a client for long term, and then kind of end up just becoming family with the group.
Yeah. Other than that, I mean, it's
baby's coming.
Baby's coming.
No sleep, no money.
Yeah. Uh-oh. That's a big one, I imagine, for you guys. Is the launch of the family. Yeah. Big launch there.
Very excited about that.
Yeah. Congratulations,
man.
Yeah,
going to break number 2 here. We're going to Need Your Love by Autumn's Kings. Oh, we're also doing Really Want to Let You Down by Mono Whales. It's not the Mono Whales.
No,
get it right. It's
Mono
just
Whales.
Mono Whales. Catch us after the break. CFRE.
DriveWire Radio. Letting you down is not something we do at DriveWire Radio here because we keep bringing the fire with the guests. Welcome back to DriveWire Radio.
That was the best welcome back you've ever done.
I don't know, man. There was a really good one a couple weeks ago where I was just like,
that was solid.
Welcome back, you know.
Yeah, you guys try a new one each time.
I just gotta keep it fresh. You gotta keep the
freestyle.
Oh, the one day it's gonna be like, yo, to the DriveWire Radio, you know.
Yo, it's always interesting. Like when we first started, we've been doing this a little over a year now, and we have some different personalities on the team. And I'm very like creative, open. Let's go for the flow. Crawford, same way. These two guys are a lot more structured, and when we show up, you know, sometimes like we don't have questions,
you
know, and they're like.
Today,
where the fuck are your questions? And we're like, we'll get there. Like,
brothers. We're just gonna let the conversation create the questions.
So, being frank, sometimes we freestyle the whole show. It always goes well, man. It always goes well. We got No Limits Training in the house. We got Annie's Beauty Parlor in the house. Welcome back,
Beauty Bar.
Beauty bar.
Beauty bar.
Thank you. What did I say? Beauty
parlor,
parlor.
yeah.
Oh,
Annie's ice cream parlor in the building.
okay.
There's a good winter. There's a good summer side hustle right there. Be like,
Right
hey, you
there.
guys want some?
Watch out, Dairy Queen. I'm coming for you, bitch.
God, that's just too expensive.
I got
man. I
the
hear
image
ya.
of someone like getting their hair like shampooed with like
Ice
ice
cream.
cream and stuff.
Cucumbers on the eyes and then
Yes.
just an ice cream cone in the mouth. Like,
So I would like to know next, how do you when you're just starting out, because you guys both have fairly new businesses, but when you're first starting, how are you getting the first couple clients? Because that's got to be the hardest few to get.
Well, I was, like I said, I'm from Montreal, and I was new in Hamilton, so I had to do a lot of free work to
A lot
prove
of free
myself.
work. Okay.
volunteering or just offering your services.
Offering free services. Because
The way your phrase said it, you're just like, you hated saying that you're like
my
offering
goodness,
free
because-
services. Like, because you know those services are worth money. They're worth your time. They're worth
And
the-
at first, it's like you're on your own. I don't have a partner for that business. It's just me and myself. So I had to do a lot of work for free, a lot of haircuts, a lot of hair transformations, just to have content
Yep,
to
get that-
post on my social media.
get those contacts,
that where
get the
the-
reviews.
Is that
Yeah.
where they came? Is the majority of your clients ended up coming from was on the social?
Only
Yeah.
from social media. And then it became word of mouth.
Word of mouth.
Okay.
And
But
that just
at
happens
first-
from the social media growth.
Yeah, and
there,
then I had to pay for sponsored ads and, stuff like that. And,
Okay.
Right on.
Yeah.
And now we're doing 3 years strong, going on.
No more free work.
No more free work. No. It's too good of work to be free.
So you're generating content to get, what did you find was the most thing? Was it questions that you were asking? Was it look, I'm writing about the kind of shampoo that I like to use? Was it pictures that people were like, holy shit, that's beautiful? Like, what got the most traction?
Well, I'm known for my hair transformations and the transformation package that I'm selling.
Okay.
So basically you come in and you show the end wanted results, and
I help you get there.
I hope that you can get there in one sitting.
And
Sometimes
the first picture looks like a mess, like a bird's nest or something.
yeah.
Really?
Yeah, oh my God, they're bad. We'll show you
So
guys
it
after.
comes-
Yeah. We'll post some on our thing
Yeah,
so our
the
listeners can hear.
transformations.
It-
Yeah.
It's like it's crazy the difference.
Yeah.
that you do.
So it's a package that involves everything. So it's like a flat rate type of package.
Cool.
And then you get everything done to look like the picture.
Cool. So it's full on. Now, is there ever like obscenely difficult? Like, are you doing crazy stuff like Cindy Lou and the Grinch or whatever? Like,
You know what it is nowadays? Everybody wants to look natural. Hey, I want to get my lips done, but I want to look natural. I want to get my ass done, but I want to look natural. Don't make it too big. Don't make it too flat. So it's all about the natural look. People wants to get their hair
Hey,
done.
I wanna
wanna
modify
be
this,
blonde,
but-
I want it to look natural. So you pay the price. Yeah, you pay the price to look
That
natural.
natural, yeah.
Yeah.
isn't that strange? Just leave it. Looks natural.
In their head though, it doesn't look good.
They
Bro.
don't
say-
want
You
it
know
to
what I
look overdone, but they want to look natural.
Okay.
I'd like to look like Kim Kardashian, but I just want to look
Natural.
natural. It's like, look, man, we're doing 2 different kind of
I got a
mathematical
lot of those
equations
clients.
here.
Do you really?
Yeah. Well, that's it, because everyone lives up to try and be like what they see making it, right? Nobody wants to write
Yeah.
their own book, it seems anymore. Like, you're
Yeah.
writing your own books. These, you guys are adding 2 books to a third book to your bookshelf here. There's going to be a young one writing their own book. It's like, quit reading the books, people kind of,
But hey,
come
the
to-
Kardashians, most of them, they have brown hair. That's natural.
That's natural. Yeah.
It's a natural color.
So what I hear a lot from her, I think, is equally applicable to your business as well. You have people coming in wanting to look like something, the before, the afters.
Yeah.
How did you
Right.
end up doing it with the natural growth and from start
Well,
to
with
now?
me, a lot of other trainers, I'm not going to name nobody, but they do a lot of fake transformations, and they take pictures that are like super old or not realistic.
Like Jared
time.
Fogle, like 04 to 09,
And you
it's
can just
like
tell because sometimes they'll be wearing some headphones from fucking 2000s in there, some big ass headphones, and the next
I
one's
see
like
a
Beats.
CD Walkman in his pocket,
some
right?
Stuff like that, weird shit like that. You'll see it in the picture, and the picture's grainy.
Bro, I'm just saying, I got a CD Walkman still.
Yeah, so
it could be for 2020.
You got to
I
be
don't
the
know,
real deal, man. You got to be the real deal with your transformations, and you got to be
'Cause you're lying to the
transparent.
people otherwise.
You're lying to people, and you're lying to yourself, and all liars get exposed one day, right?
One day.
Absolutely.
You also
you gotta have
have
those real transfers.
those girls that may think, oh, I don't want to overtrain because I don't want to look like a man.
Yeah.
But
even girls
you know
that
how
are,
much it's gonna take you to look like a man.
Even girls that are
True.
underweight, like super skinny, I gotta really get inside their head and let them know that it's okay to gain some weight, because if you don't gain weight, and to eat, because if you don't gain weight, you're not gonna look the way you want to look. It's impossible.
What are you transforming if you don't have any weight to
exactly? You
got to
put some weight on, and then you're gonna get stronger. You're gonna look good. Your glutes are gonna grow. Even your breasts are gonna grow. Like your arms are gonna grow. Everything.
A lot of good things are gonna happen.
So if you're underweight, for women, it's hard. It's the hardest thing for them to get out of that mindset and grow a little bit, right? Add some body fat.
We've even had some
that.
guests in the past that have kind of, we talked about that, as that was a personal issue for them in the past, and it's like, you get that idea out of your head and just become a normal, healthy person and watch the freaking
you have to trust.
Crazy
you have to trust me. That's the thing. You have to trust me.
Because you're the professional. You know what you're doing.
I'm a professional. Just listen to what I say, and I'll get you there. Mm-hmm. And you know what? They do trust me, which is nice. Mm-hmm. I never had a person say, you know what, I'm not. Well, first they'll say I'm not comfortable. I say, hey, trust me. Watch what we do. Give me a few months and just watch.
Just
and
trust the process.
Every time they do that, it comes out like beautiful. You know what I mean? Gain a little bit of weight. It's okay. Yeah, your midsection is going to get a little bit bigger than usual. But then watch what we do at the end. Yep. You're going to look amazing.
See, it's the only way to do it. In the industry, it's a bit different because it's girls on girls. Mm-hmm. And some people could be really skeptical. Mm-hmm. And it's a domain that's I find that
women maybe trust men a little bit better than women.
Well, yeah.
Right?
For sure.
Well, I didn't want to say that, but in my history,
sure.
It's like women seem to be the most trustworthy in like gay men. Like a gay man is like a woman's best friend because
PSA,
like
I'm not a gay trainer.
Yeah.
I'm not a
trying to say, I don't know.
Look, whatever you need to do to get more clients and
I'm not gay for pay.
Business,
I'm not
right?
gay for pay.
gay for pay. PSA. But it's like what is that? Have you ever noticed any connectivity, like what people bonding with each other, people that bond together better or anything like that?
To be good with women as a woman, you got to be really real and put yourself
honesty, almost like
not a little bit, not under themselves, but you got to let them be special. When they sit on your chair, it's not you anymore.
No, they're the princess.
It's them.
Yeah.
And a lot of girls in the industry of the beauty industry don't get it. They want to look the best. I'm talking about hairstylists. Mm-hmm. They want to look the best. They always want to be like AAA, like super looking fly.
The client comes in, compliments and then even though
but then the client actually feels uncomfortable because sometimes it's too much. Mm-hmm. You gotta just
you gotta read
put
your
feet on the ground and just be humble, and you make it all about who's sitting on your chair.
Yeah, it's about the client.
It's about your clients. Yeah.
I like that. Make it all about them.
Yeah,
I love.
Because at the end of the day, if the client isn't happy, then it's not going to continue to bring more people into. Yeah.
If I go to a hair salon and that hairstylist is like full of herself,
I'm out.
And she's not making it about me, I don't want her to touch my hair.
Right? It's your pampering time. It's like spa day, getting your nails done.
Yeah. So I'm now paying you to tell me about yourself to not make me feel good, but then to tell me.
It'd be like a trainer because clients like to say all their life friggin' problems, right? What if I did that to them?
I'm paying
for you to tell me your fucking problems. Like,
bro, hit that deadlift and let me tell you about my relationship.
Right?
Goddamn,
I don't speak about my shit. I just listen to them. If it's from me, it's positive only. Mm-hmm. Hey, I'm having the baby in a couple weeks, or hey, something that's gonna make them feel good. You know what I mean? But I don't talk about myself too much. I let them talk, and I just give them the guidance of my
That's
thoughts.
smart. Very smart, man.
I think if I could, I'm good with people. Yeah. I don't think you need to necessarily shy away from commiserating a little bit, but you definitely don't want, like, if they're going on about their problem, like 100%, just let them go on, like, and just listen and give them as much support and like love on them.
I understand. That happened to me too. Yeah. Or a certain situation happened to me. I understand.
I
get
it. Yeah. Just
be real. 100%.
Yeah. People know real. Everyone
be able to
knows.
Relate to them and their issues.
Yeah.
Right.
Love that. I'm getting turned around here. People point me at
pointing. You got fingers. You got numbers.
They're keeping me up on the time limit over there. That's what it is.
What time is it?
We got 4 minutes.
We got enough for like
we don't have to
one
worry
more
about
question.
My favorite question. My favorite question. Here's my favorite question.
Every week.
I love this freaking question because
answers.
the answers that I get from everyone, and so you both have to answer it differently. And so it's gonna be.
Don't be fearful.
Yes, it's an easy question. I'm going to adapt them both for you. So for O'Neill, what skills aside from like fitness and just straight up lifting iron have helped you in your, like, that you didn't necessarily think you'd need a whole lot, but you're like, oh shit, this is really
This has
important?
helped a lot, yeah.
I would say the way I was raised and my lifestyle growing up
Okay.
made me be able to relate to almost any issue. My man over here got in a really bad car accident. So did I. You know, I grew up in poverty. I grew up homeless. You know, a lot of bad shit has happened to me. So no matter what fucked up thing happened to you, I can almost say I had the same thing happen, or I can relate to it. So I
Somehow.
think that makes me be able to relate to people and
Those motivational messages.
yeah, and understand people. And when I tell them a little bit of my story, they say, fuck, maybe mine's not so bad.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And
Maybe we're two pieces from the same cake.
It
kind of
also
deal.
makes me, there's also a bad side to this, because it also makes me hard to show sympathy sometimes, because I'm like, in my head, I'm like, really? That's it? Come on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's the downside of it. Because little problems, I'm kind of like, you got to get over that.
Dude, your bike
gotta get
tire
over that.
popped. My dog died. Get over it.
Yeah,
It's just
like-
a small
So,
comparison.
so
you know what I mean? Like,
relating to your clients has been your major thing.
Yes.
That's a good one.
Cool, man. That's a
Yeah.
really important thing.
Mental.
mental.
The mental part of it.
So if I may add to what he's saying, that maybe he forgot, a lot of people think that guys that are gym guys or bodybuilders, they're only physical, but he's actually not just physical. He's actually very intellectual.
Let's say the mental game is very, very like.
If
it's
I
very
may
there.
say, he reads a lot of books to me.
Oh, yeah, I read a book
And,
every
uh,
night.
Yeah.
Really?
Not a book every night.
Okay,
but
not a whole book. Come on, don't make me look
Tonight
bad.
we're
Couple
reading
pages,
the third
man.
Harry Potter. It's only
What?
650 pages.
I think that keeps the relationship
Like a chapter, yeah.
up, you know? What's the book that we're actually reading? If
I don't
you
know.
guys,
It's something about why you do things. It's all about why.
Is it
Why?
start with why?
yes.
Start with why.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Why.
It's a red
Simon
and white
Sinek,
cover.
Simon
Amazing
Sinek.
book,
Yeah,
guys.
I've-
Check
Yeah.
that book out,
Huge
man.
fan. So I'm like a super nerdy reader dude myself. Sometimes I make Stacy hear it as well. So I know the feels. I know that she's like, no, I'd rather watch my show. I'm like, no, shut up. listen to like a paragraph. Just trust me.
But once he starts reading it to you, I'm sure you're like, wow, this is deep.
Sometimes I don't feel like
We got nods
Like, I'm-
over there
yeah.
for the listeners. She said
Sometimes-
yes to
yeah.
that.
Like, the way you approach it is like you just like throw it at me and then it's just like
I overwhelm her.
present
I overwhelm her.
Oh.
I overwhelm her.
prove it.
I get you. I'm sorry.
just
Yes.
when you're in bed, close your eyes, let him read, and then
And fall asleep.
and then wake up with the
Don't want to
chapter
fall
over and
asleep,
be like,
man.
oh
No.
no.
When it's a good book, you do not want to
Seriously.
fall
No,
asleep.
100%.
You're waiting to turn the next page, man. No, I was gonna share something, but I don't think I'm ready
Do
to
it.
share that.
Do it.
No,
Do
no,
it.
no.
Think about it over the
The
break.
re-
Maybe come back.
The reason
you know,
why
like-
is because I haven't shared it with a lot of people, and it's probably not the best time.
Okay.
that's
Okay.
fair. That's
We'll
fair
leave
then.
that one
keep
out
that
there.
for another day.
Annie, for you,
Yes.
aside from like making bitches look beautiful,
Shout out to the
If I can say it like that.
The
Queens. He meant the Queens.
I meant the queen.
You
Aside
misheard him.
from making the queens look beautiful, what are some skills that have like helped you a lot?
I worked for a criminal lawyer, so
Okay.
Oh.
I think I've seen a lot of things non-related to the beauty industry, should I say. So it was a lot of the customer service and dealing with criminals and people that were not doing.
How did that help you?
It helped me being able to resolve any issues that's facing me
Conflicts, things. of
She's
that
very
sense.
patient. Yeah, you're very patient.
without snapping.
Yeah, because I'm the opposite, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You're like go straight for
I'm
it.
like, boom, man.
Like
Let's do
straight
it,
for the
snap.
I'm
jugular.
trying to work on it, but I'm a friggin' loose cannon sometimes. But sometimes
Billy,
it
no,
means,
not the blue crayon. I said red. Damn it! Like no,
So I
Okay.
think that's what it is.
So being able to go through any challenge.
Yep.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Something like
Pretty much.
that.
That's a good one. That's
Okay.
good though, because that
It's
helps.
really good.
That helps
Really
in so
good.
many
It's
areas.
a short story. It's a short story.
You didn't have to give
We
us the short
We
story.
can get the
but
long
it's all
story
good.
between the break right there.
Listen, we're going to break. We're going to get the long story. We're coming back after. We're going to Step It Up by Classified and Foreign by KO here on DriveWire CFRE. Catch us after the break. Going to wrap this up. Yo, listen. I just got to tell. So I'm so excited about it. It's relevant. It's making money on art. And the whole thing is like, look, it's more expensive. I'll be honest with you. But for example, I did one window with a lady and she had just done her whole kitchen again. And she had bright colored wood cabinets with like stainless steel handles and stainless steel appliances, and her whole kitchen looked so sweet, and she had the ugliest like white plastic window in her house, and I was like, I didn't even tell her, and I just was like, look at this, and I flipped it around, and my window matched her, and I could just tell like,
that was
done. Didn't matter the price.
No,
it didn't like I'm gonna do all your windows like that, and it was just game over,
That's
right?
a good client.
That's it, right? So so getting them to love.
How many people need new windows?
Anybody with a shitty window, man.
Yeah, shitty. Dude, you can try.
Like
Dude, it's surprising.
Depending on the windows that you have in your house, without getting super geeky, like yeah, man, a lot. If your bills are really high for where you're at, like probably it's garbage windows.
If your house is like over 20 years old, odds are
it's garbage windows. If you put your hand up and you feel the sun
Hamilton
coming through your window, dude, Hamilton. If I get a lead in Hamilton, I'm always happy.
We live in Hamilton.
I know,
That's a lot.
I really
We don't spend time in Hamilton though.
No.
We live with the crackheads, man. Sorry, okay.
It can be.
I wake up at 6 a.m. to friggin' crackheads yelling on my window.
You see it, man. Well, it's like I used to have a buddy. I used to have a couple buddies who lived in St. Catharines. Same kind of story, man. You wake up in the city streets and you see the morning crowd. You're like, damn.
I'm going to work. It's like, oh man, get the fuck off my car.
I'm going to work and they're still out from there.
They're like cats.
Yeah, I was just thinking like the cats from war.
Hey, Scoop!
Get the hose out, spray up.
Oh my god, that's amazing. So this has been a sweet show. This has been a sweet show. So we're gonna go into the recap. I got a lot here. Sometimes I don't get a lot, so you're good.
You guys
You're
are good.
guests.
We had one page that had 4 points. There were 4 excellent points.
But it was
just
only 4 points. So listen,
Short answers.
what
Short
way it works,
answers,
I'm gonna rip off. I'm gonna say this stuff back to you. If it triggers something,
Cut them off.
you gotta cut me off.
Boom,
if it
rule
doesn't
thumb.
trigger anything, don't worry. I've got another point. We'll go down, and maybe I just read it off, and you're like, yeah, that's about it, and we're done.
Those are the best ones. Did you read it?
Yeah, like straight up cut me off. Okay,
done.
here we go. First one, be structured. Be structured. If you want like family life, if you want anything like that, structure your time. We didn't go into that, but I 100% agree. Like you
Wake up 6 a.m.
Being
breakfast,
structured with
6:30,
personal training or any business, make sure you got the connections ready to go. Make sure you're not going to fall flat on your face and go broke your first few months. Make sure everything's in line, your programs. Make sure you got appointments lined up. And
Make sure your food is prepped.
Yeah, your food is prepped.
Food prep's a big one that I feel like really
You gotta fuel yourself, you know?
Yeah. Don't kill the goose that lays the golden eggs, right? You gotta take care of that goose.
Yes.
Don't ignore the now just to work too hard or just to push yourself too hard or something like that. You gotta enjoy the journey along the path.
Journey as well.
Big time. You mentioned Gary Vee.
Yeah.
Probably you also watch a little bit of Gary, and like he talks about, dude, enjoy the journey. So I like that you said that.
You're not just gonna don't think you're gonna be a billionaire at 28 or or 32. It's a journey that you work towards to get there.
I work Monday to Saturday. Sunday is my family day. Don't bother me.
Yeah,
Don't bother me.
That's
Phones
my-
are off, emails get
mission.
ignored.
Yeah. Be on a mission was my next thing, so I love that you said that. No,
It's a
don't
good
be
time.
sorry. Don't be
even
sorry.
apologize.
It's good. Like, be on a mission. Love that. Like, and listen. Like, I hear a lot of people say that they're on a mission, but I'm starting to call BS on a
what's
lot
that
of it.
mission?
I'm like, listen, like, look, even to myself, I'm like, yeah, I got this mission, I got that mission. I'm like, man, like, do I really though? Like, am I really that convicted
In my
on the
opinion,
final?
and I'm not trying to call you out, if you're not writing shit down, then don't even say that you're on a mission. Right? You need to have a structured plan. Write your things down if you're on a mission.
That's one thing
Otherwise,
I'm
you're not
starting to
held
realize.
accountable to nothing.
Yeah.
Your
It's
day
just
can,
something
your day
else
can
in
be
your mind.
pissed away if
Yeah.
you don't have a to-do list.
Yeah.
And that's been helping me so much, a to-do list every single day.
To-do list, yeah, and even if it's a small, just because it focuses you, right?
Yeah.
Then when you're done your shower and your breakfast and your morning routine, you know what the F you're gonna do.
Yeah.
You're not just like, okay, well, what next? It's like, this next. I
Well, it's like
that.
we said in the past, have those solid 4 things down that you do every day. Have just 4 things that you do every day, like eat your breakfast, read your book, do your cardio,
Do you have your 4 things?
yeah, make love or something, just like one of those,
What?
I'm not allowed anymore, guys.
You have a family coming.
That's a family.
Wow.
I'm good now, guys.
That's funny.
Yeah, I function a little bit different than him, but we can go.
Okay. Know the industry that you're in.
Yes, that's huge.
O'Neill said, I'm in the entertainment industry, right? McDonald says, I'm in the real estate industry, right? Like, know the actual industry that you're in. I'm not in the window industry. I'm in the design industry. I make you fall in love with your house. You can't possibly buy it somewhere else. Like, that's what I really believe in knowing the industry you're in. If you are a musician on stage, like you're not necessarily in the music business. It's also very much entertainment. It's also very much merchandising and distribution business. It's also very much like, how can I get social entertainment media, and connection and content business? Like, there's a lot of different tentacles that are in the supply chain for your cash flow. So know what those are, and then freaking act on that, man.
It's like a janitor for a high school. He's not just a cleaner upper. He's the presenter. He makes the school look good. He makes everything like the way that the school should be sold at best.
Pretty good example, man.
Yeah.
Pretty good example. Manage your customers' expectations. Annie, you were talking about that one. How like sometimes
Educate
people
them.
come,
Educate your people.
I love that.
Sure.
Making sure that, like, well, look, sometimes people come to me and they have this crazy grandiose idea of XYZ or whatever they're gonna do, and I'm just like,
that's RST, brother. It's not XYZ. That's RST. We can't do that.
What are you thinking this is gonna cost you?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you're asking for all these cool things, but like, do you understand? You know what I mean? Someone shows up with glue in your hair and has extensions that are
45 minutes.
Do you get what you're asking for right now? Like, you have to understand. Like, that's a lot. You know, educate them.
You pay for what you get, right?
I like that both of you guys have something or had at one point something that you did for free at first. You have a free ebook, O'Neill, online, and you gave out a lot of free services at the beginning.
Yeah.
Really smart. Get yourself out there. Just do it. Like, you don't need permission to start. Like, just start. Just go.
And when you start, man, don't charge too crazy of prices. Build your clientele, charge a little bit lower. And then when you're established, when you got the respect of the community,
when you can charge.
That's when you go up, because you're not respected when you come in the game. You have to earn that respect.
Yeah,
right?
so you gotta go volume at first.
Yeah.
And then once you're
while
established,
still providing service.
you can decrease your volume and offer more quality work, less clients.
Always quality though. Always quality.
Well, sorry, always quality.
Obviously, always quality. But like, as you're building, start with getting it to as many people as possible for a smaller dollar sign, and that's, I think, really intelligent, really smart.
Yeah.
Don't you
really
have
smart.
the big dollar sign at the beginning? You have a small dollar sign with 9
I was
people.
doing $40 in the beginning.
Really?
Now it's 60, 65.
How do you know when to increase it?
When you're busy.
When the
When you're
demand,
busy.
the demand is
When you
there.
don't have
Exactly,
much
when the demand
time.
is there, right? When you can start saying, hey, I don't have that time slot.
I can't fit you
Right?
in my
Exactly.
schedule.
People
this
are
week.
fighting for
Yeah.
that time slot. I know my prices got to go up, right?
I like
That's
that.
cool,
I like
man.
And
that.
now my prices will never go down. Now I'll never sell myself short again.
Well, now you've got the. Now you're.
I got the
you know,
respect of the community.
you're
I don't have to,
respected.
right? But when you're
That's
coming
it.
in the game, earn that respect. You don't get it in the
Yeah.
beginning, right?
And I
And
think
same goes for you, Annie.
That's
as well.
so
You do have
crucial.
the respect there. Now people are coming paying that price.
Yeah, as much as this is about finding out how to make money without having a job, I can't believe I'm going to say this, like, even if you have to support that with some other income while you're building it up, like while you're getting into building that name and generating that volume and
There's
kind
nothing
of,
wrong with that.
exactly,
Nothing wrong
like
with it,
support
yeah.
yourself however you have to, as long as your eyes on the prize and that doesn't waver, like that's
Focus.
the scary.
They say work
yeah.
a 9 to 5. When you go home, work on your side hustle.
That's it.
And then turn that side hustle into your main income.
I like the end. I'm just kind of thinking about work to 9 to 5, then go home and work to 5 to 9.
Don't
you
be a
know.
lazy shit and go on Netflix. You know what
That's
I mean?
it.
It's true.
That's
yeah.
it.
It's true.
That's it.
Know how to delegate the tasks so you can do the more difficult things. You can lead the business, become an owner, not an operator,
Not an
man. That's
operator.
important.
Yeah.
That's really crucial. I think that would be also huge for musicians. A lot of times they're thinking they have to do everything themselves, but that's not true. That's
You
not
can
true.
get a manager, you can get a booker, you can get an online distributor, you can get a radio counter.
Yeah.
Counter.
I know
Like
a
they-
few business owners that try to manage also income tax and bookkeeping. Honestly, pay
Pay somebody to
those
do it.
people
Oh, yeah.
that went to school for it,
Yeah.
and in the meantime, make money. They will charge you a lot of money, but you pay for what you get.
And it's better than making those mistakes that end up costing you money again.
And
in
then the
future.
government's after you.
Yep. Yeah. Then you got a red dot on your head, and they're always looking at you, making sure your business is doing everything right. And yeah. It's a slippery slope.
So those bookkeepers out there and those accountants, they are
Worth it.
They're worth it,
100%.
and they're really important to support your business.
Absolutely.
It's one thing I shared with my
Foundation,
parents.
it's the
Man, I got an
foundation.
accountant. I've never had to do my taxes, and that's the one thing I couldn't ever virtually imagine doing because I'm not trying to lose money, but I'm not trying to. I mean, I am trying to make money on my taxes, but I mean, I couldn't figure it out.
You're guys all in trouble.
Yo, I love that. I love that. Your phone is a business tool. You can use it to connect with new people. I think this is finally catching on. People are starting to understand, but like, damn, man, like if you are, like, now is the time. If you're a barista at Starbucks and you're not looking to be a barista at Starbucks, like freaking use your phone
This
to get
is like a piece of
connections
equipment.
and virality on what you do. Put yourself online, like, oh my God,
We
it's
need
the
those
time.
baristas too,
It's,
you know?
we do.
Yeah.
Look, and I've said
I'm not trying to take that away
so
from
many
them.
times.
They're very important as well.
So many times. If you love coffee, like,
Become
it would make a
freaking-
lot of sense to become a, like, if that's
Yeah.
what you want to do, and there's nothing wrong with doing that. But if you're
People are happy with
if
that,
you're
to be honest.
seriously,
That's exactly it,
man,
man. That's
seriously,
exactly
and
it.
I'm not knocking it. I'm really not knocking it. But if you don't love that, and you know you don't love that, and yet you're doing it, and then you go home and you are on the Netflix and you're not doing what you love, and then like that's where I'm like, man, I would like to help that person
that
find what they love, and now is the time, man. It's
Yeah.
all on.
Another thing that we talked about, I think, off camp or offline, is your friends are also good networking.
Huge.
People don't see that. They see friends as like their goofballs or the guys that they.
Bro, I'm
do
having a
with,
party
whatever.
this weekend. Want to come
But
over?
you
Be
still
like,
got
yeah,
that
absolutely.
Monday to Friday at CIBC or RBC. Talk to your friends.
Talk
Get
to
that
friends.
connection.
That networking.
Right? Yeah. See how they like their job. Maybe you would like that better, right? Or
Mm-hmm.
get those connections to help your business grow. Your friends are also a network.
Yeah, man.
Your own
I
friends
love that.
and family.
Reach out.
That one
Yeah,
actually,
ask for help.
I'm really speaking. Like, that one speaks to me because that's one thing I've never even really thought of. And now,
Honestly, I just thought of it the other day. To be
Sometimes
honest with you.
Yeah, right?
you
I
lose
said.
friends,
Yeah.
you know, when you are so involved into your business.
Yeah.
So it's hard to relate sometimes.
Well, the friends you got, the acquaintances on your phone, right?
well, I mean, and that's
On your
it.
contact list.
There are contacts list. There are people I see and conversate with at parties, but obviously we had to vibe enough to conversate. And then that's like, if you ever need help, I'd help you. If I need
Yes.
help, I'd help you. Help me
connections.
because we're connecting. We're
Yeah.
friends.
Yeah.
And that's the whole thing that. Again, right from episode 1 with Kyle Luschenschwager or Matt Zaddy or these, they all came down and said networking, being able to talk to people in other industries or in your industries, talking, exchanging different contacts or programs or your services.
Totally.
That's how it organically grows, and
Yeah.
you guys have done it. And I've sold it. If I remember in Hamilton, get some
Also,
call, you guys.
don't have too much pride not to reach out to somebody you haven't talked to in a few years. Because if you know that person's doing good and you treated them good back in the day, they'll appreciate you
They'll
reaching
go
out
for
and
you.
they'll still help you.
Absolutely.
Okay, so if you haven't talked to your good old friend from high school or whenever in 3 years, still reach out.
Yeah,
to them.
reach out to them. Yeah,
Right.
those are the best contacts, your lifelong friends.
So
That can.
don't have too much pride to do that.
Yeah, it's true.
That's it.
That's it.
There's the
Excellent.
show.
Thank you so much,
Excellent.
guys.
Welcome.
You guys want
Annie,
to shout out your
Neil,
companies one more
thank
time?
you.
You know where you can
Annie's
find
Beauty
them.
Bar, .inc on Instagram, and we're on Ottawa Street in Hamilton.
Listen.
185 Ottawa Street.
185 Ottawa Street North. If you want your hair did in Hamilton's, hook her up. Check her out. She does the hair transformations, the face transformations, everything.
Yeah.
Everything.
She'll
Everything.
transform your face.
The beauty
Freaking
bar.
crazy.
Want your face done? Hit it
Botox,
up.
fillers.
Ooh.
We actually got a nice promo right now for $450. You can get a full syringe and get those nice juicy lips.
One of those good
One of
boys.
those good boys.
Robert, you should get
that
that.
note,
buddy.
I've been thinking I need some. I haven't eaten. My lips are looking a little light.
Okay, guys, thanks so much for being on the show. Thank you for being here.
And no limits.
No Limits Training. On Instagram, we're no_limits_training. We sell results.
So results.
Yeah.
Thank you both for being here.
Thank you.
Peace out.
Thank you for having
DriveWire
us.
Radio, CFRE. Catch
Son of
us
shotgun.
next week.
Hand on the pump.
Perfect timing.
PC
Perfect time, man.
actually just crashed. Thank you.
Perfect
Wow,
time.
look at that. That's